All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a minute. It's been a little bit. It's been a long time. And for some of you, I mean, obviously the astute of you that have been around for a while, I need to fix that. I don't know how to stabilize that. Anyway, I'll try not to bang on my table here. Anyways, guys, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Richard, Elemental, Simon, Janine, little Timmy, new place. Yep, we're in the new house. Me and my wife just got done building a brand new house. And, I mean, here we are. We're going to start making content again, obviously, which the secret is, I'll wait for some more people to get in here. I got to fix that. How do I fix that? I got to keep the camera from stuttering like that. Anyway. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Jake? What's up, Big Chungus? Metal Demon. What's good, everybody? Glad to see so many of you guys stopping by so early. Man, okay. I'm going to go on a little bit about kind of some things I wanted to talk about before we go on, before we go any further. Obviously, the title of the stream is I Have a Secret. I do have a secret. And I don't think any of you guys are going to be able to guess this secret either. Like, honestly, I'm not just saying that. I really don't think you will. It's kind of weird. And like, there's no evidence hinting toward what I'm going to say. I'm also in a new place. No longer live in California. You now live in Missouri. Hey, man. Mizzou, welcome to the SEC, my brother. That's all I got to say about it. All right, pop out chat. We'll place it right here so I can read it. Man, twice born. Okay, did I get a new job? No, I didn't get a new job. I've not got a new job. Okay, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable saying this. Didn't mean to interrupt, but when you finish, oh no. Oh no. Okay, before anybody sends anything else, we got to mention this. I don't have any chugs tonight. Okay, I do not have any chugs. I'll take a hearty chug of my bottle, but that's all I got. I only got bottles tonight. Okay. Anyways, so you're a Jehovah's Witness? No, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. That's not the secret. Obviously, I would never tell anybody. I would be embarrassed. But Jake, remember you said I wanted to start content creation. Started streaming on Twitch. Woo, Richard making the money moves, my man. Engaged. Nope, already married. Already married, my friend. So it's been a minute. You know, we're about 5 minutes in. I'll wait till the 10-minute mark. We'll go on ahead and get started here. This is kind of a momentous occasion for me. Considering the secret, we'll go ahead and load up here. I'm gonna be starting. This is not okay. It'll be very apparent when I let you know what the secret is. I just want to make sure everybody's in here to see it, so I don't have to say it over and over again. But the biggest thing is obviously this place. I mean, we're in our own house. Me and my wife have moved into our own house. We have our own area now, and things like that. After the house fire that we got a long time, that was actually back in December of 22. Our house burned down right after we got married, that we were living in. So we moved in with my wife's parents, and they were gracious and amazing in letting us stay there while we saved up to build our house. And here we are in our house that we've built. Peep the McDonald's sign. And now we can obviously utilize my awesome camera that is 360. It kind of tracks my face. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. Anyway, we're in the new house. We're in the new place. I've been in this house since roughly right here, maybe the end of August, like right here, maybe somewhere around in there. I've been in this house now. Let's actually get off my Steam here. Now, I've been in the house for a while, so Anyway, yeah, we're house burning bros, and Jake, you're gonna get to axe the floor as soon as possible, man. We'll make that right, 100%. Timo, what's up? What's up? Anyways, so a lot of guesses flying around. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. Can I ask an important question? As long as it is appropriate. Anyways, so we'll continue on with the story. Anyway, so we move into our house. We get here. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, you'll probably be all right, Uncle Bo. Oh man, that's cinematic. That's so cinematic when it does that. We'll go back to just chatting for a minute. Anyway, so long story short, we've moved into the house. We are, obviously loving it. It's fantastic. Whole bunch of bills, things like that. But anyways, moral of the story is I'm back to full-time content creation. You might be saying to yourself, well, Jake, I've known that you're not full-time in the sense that I've quit my job and this is going to be all day, every day thing. Hopefully one day we're making a push. But we're back to full-time, and you might be saying, well, Jake, you've been posting the entire time. You've been posting videos this entire time. I haven't missed an upload. I think I missed one or two since February. We have been uploading at least one video every week since February. Okay. And it's all part of the plan. And it's like low-key a Nikocado avocado moment. Not going to lie. Not the weight loss, obviously. Still big, still ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I wanted to share with you guys, my secret is I actually haven't recorded a video in over 3.5 months. And you might be able to tell that some of the astute, some of the eagle-eyed of my viewers, some of the long-time guys, I've not actually recorded a video in over 3.5, closer to 4. No, actually, wait, closer to 4 months. I've had a lot of mashups of old ones, exactly like Metal Demon's saying, mashups of old ones. Even my editor, I had a lot of those pre-recorded for him. Some of them I had to record, but it's been about 3 months since we've recorded any videos, since I've done any live streams, anything like that. Actually, if we go back to look at it, you can kind of tell exactly what it is. Oh, little Timmy, of course, we will all be praying for your father as he goes on his deployment. That is incredibly important thing to do. In fact, I keep a log here of all of our prayer requests or things that I try to keep a mind of when we're on prayer time. You know what I'm saying? But I try to keep a list of everything, so we will definitely be marking that down. I don't know his name. I'm just gonna say Lil Tim's father, and we'll pray for him every day, 100%, man. I mean, that is a very important thing, and obviously we support people who do that. I mean, people who give their lives to protect us so that we can sit and play Skyrim, so that we can have our freedom to do whatever we want. I mean, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Thanks, Deacon. I appreciate that. Or well, Montreal, I guess, is your name. Maybe you are a deacon, or maybe Montreal is your middle name. Who knows? Lots of love and positive thoughts. Yep, exactly. Nice fits. Hey, I appreciate it. What's up, Lord Kratos? Man, seeing a lot of old heads in here. Anyway, tell your father before he leaves, we thank him for his service. There's at least 25 people here that thank him for his service, and we'll all be praying for him and hoping that he returns safely, and obviously that he has strength and the Lord is with him on his deployment. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I have not opened up Skyrim. I wish there was a way we could see this. I haven't opened up Skyrim, I know for a fact, since July. That's playing on my own. That's playing on my own. That's not playing for YouTube or anything. I haven't played in over 2 months, man. Or roughly 2 months it's been. It might have even been June, now that I'm thinking about it. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I did this on purpose so that when we got in here, dude, Twiceborn, did you go into Tim Wildsmith's giveaway? I bet money it's Tim Wildsmith's, isn't it? I would be willing to bet it's Tim Wildsmith's. I'd put it in a parlay. 100%. All right, let's go ahead and get started here while Twiceborn tells us. Man, I also got to show you my new Bible, Twiceborn, because I believe that it's been a while. Anniversary Edition makes Destruction Mages viable to play, finally, after years. Yeah, exactly, man. This screen, man. This, okay, think about it. Think about this, okay? This is home for me. This is my favorite game of all time. I don't know why, man. It's just this game, for everything that it is perfect. The only thing that I would change about this game is make more of this game. I don't understand. Like, why are we not getting expansions and stuff? It's been 10 years. Man, I played Fallout London. No, I have not played Fallout London. You have a laptop. Is it worth it to buy a monitor? Oh, man. Yo, Simon. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate that. A substantial amount of time on this screen. Yeah, 100%. I just listened to it. Colton Yarbrough. Okay. Okay. So let's nerd out for a second, Twiceborn. Not a lot of people might understand what he just said, but he said he just got a Desert Camel Skylar PSQ full yap. He just got a Desert Camel Skylar personal size Quintel full yap. What translation? What translation? Oh, please tell me. What translation? I bet it's ESV. But man, I'm telling you what, that's a fantastic Bible. Your mods coordinator. Okay, speaking of mods, yes, man, PSQ, that's big stuff. That's big stuff. Okay, so let me get this real quick. And watch this, my screen. You guys can see with me. My bookshelf. You see my bookshelf? Hey, this is where I keep my books. Anyway, so this is my old Bible that I had. Remember, if some of you guys may remember, actually, whenever we would do our old devotionals at the end of every stream, which we will be doing again. Let's go ahead and load up J.K. the Great so we can get this music. I love the music, but I feel like it might be drowning me out. Anyway, so back in the day, we would do all of our devotionals from every single stream out of this Bible right here. You guys might remember this. Who knows? This was the Bible that we used, NKJV, large print, wide margin. And you can see, I mean, obviously I turned to a page that doesn't really have much. You can see, I mean, marked it up, used it for a year. Man, I absolutely tore through this Bible all the time. But I actually got a sale. There was a sale on Amazon. Oh wow, this is different. There was actually a sale on Amazon that dropped this down, this new Bible. It's the same exact Bible on the inside. It's the same exact wide margin NKJV layout that I love. So, but instead of this leather soft kind of look and feel, which I like it, it's good quality, but it just doesn't have some of the nicer things like the art gilt, the edge lining that comes like right here, and things like that. Did I just dox myself? I think I did. Oh no. Anyways, point of the story is I used to use this Bible and I got a new one. Now, new one is that right there. The new one, it's the same exact Bible. I got it on sale. There, anytime you get a goat skin Bible, you're looking at north of $200 usually, especially for a bigger one. that is in more of the line with Edgeline Premium Bibles. So this is a Thomas Nelson Premier Collection. It's the same exact Bible in black goat skin, and oh my gosh, man, you don't know, it's perfect. It is perfect. It's the same exact Bible. I've not marked it up quite as much. I've only been using it since April 1st. Man, it is awesome. It's got the raised spine hubs on it. You can see there the NKJV Holy Bible. So nice. 3 long Beresford premium ribbons. Absolutely love that Bible. Anyway, so let me catch up with some of these chats. So it's ESV. Yeah. ESV is very popular, especially for the quintels. Okay, so we need to decide what we're actually going to do for the day. Somebody just do something. Yo, new subscriber. Appreciate the sub. Who is that? I couldn't see it. We'll make this bigger so I can actually see. That'd be a good thing. Okay. So I'm going to run around and get reused to some of these controls, because it has literally been months since I've played Skyrim. Okay, let's see here. F3, that's Minecraft. Okay. Last game I played on my PC was Minecraft. Been playing a lot of college football lately. Let's just go health and stamina. Okay. So looks like we got some options. We can go heavy armor. We can go block. We can level up a whole bunch of these. I don't really want to do that today. Let's look at the big book of video ideas that we've got. We need to record a video and send it to the editor. Send it to Bushy. Oh gosh, sorry. So there's 3 prepaid for chugs. We need to remember that. I'll write it on this receipt. So there's 3 prepaid for chugs. So now, yeah, Jake wasn't fooling us with those recycled uploads. Hey man, hey, I'll have you know, think about this though.
Chug the soda on the shelf.
Well, I can't chug that soda, man. Actually, low key, I actually can't chug that soda. Okay, so sad time with your boy here. My papaw's like favorite thing when he was alive was Coke. Absolutely loved regular Coke. I'm more of a diet guy now, because if I drunk regular Coke, I'd be like 1,000 pounds. But when Papaw passed away, me and my 3 brothers, my 3 cousins, they're cousins, but they're really brothers. We all took a drink of that, and that was actually in his casket. So I actually can't drink that. I would love to. I will chug the rest of this one though, as a no, man, don't feel bad. One day I'll see him again, and it's all going to be all right. But I'll chug the rest of this. Oh my gosh. Mercy. Okay. Anyway, big swish. Okay, so I appreciate it, Simon. I appreciate it a ton. Appreciate the donos and everything like that. So now, story time out of the way. We've got our new setup. We've got all my manga over there, all my Bibles, all my things. Over here is a shelf. Actually, I'll just show you. Over here is a shelf. I've got the world right here. Got my Indian statue. I've got my bookshelf, or my dresser, closet. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Then obviously, the old tried. Come on, man. Okay. Follow me. Follow me now, camera. Okay, camera, really? Follow me now. Thank you. This guy. Okay. Then we have obviously okay, I gotta like position my head. Then we have the McDonald's sign. We have Goku, and we have a glove. Okay, that is the full setup tour. Maybe I'll make a video someday in the distant future. But for now, we're gonna actually play some Skyrim. Whew. Oh, bro, I always take that McDonald's sign comes with me everywhere I go, son. All right. So let's think about something that we could do right now. Okay, so obviously I want to start a Let's Play, and there's also another thing that I want to do. So basically today or tonight, whatever time it is for you, basically, why you got a sign? Oh no. No, Timmy. No, Timmy. Timmy. Anyway, so the McDonald's sign, my McDonald's was remodeling. Okay, I saw it. Me and my buddies saw it. There was two of them. We saw it outside. Okay, we picked it up. I went inside, asked the manager. Asked the manager if we could have it. We loaded one of them up in my buddy's Ford Taurus, and we come back for the other one. And I sold one of them, the worst looking one, to my friend PJ's dad for $52 and a bunch of Dallas Cowboys football cards. So I need to get those Dallas Cowboys football cards out of storage and hang them up on the wall is what I need to do. So before I do anything else, no more reading chat until I decide what we're going to do today. So obviously today we're going to talk about content going forward, the kinds of content that we're going to do, because I've got multiple kinds. Obviously we're going to have our weekly videos on Sundays, may change it to Saturday, who knows, but we're going to have our weekly videos. That's going to be the high effort, super edited, good job, great edited videos by Bushy. That I'll be doing them, and then Bushy will be editing them for me. And that's what we're going to be doing on Sundays. It's going to be the main videos. We're going to do at least one stream a week. I'm not going to try to overload myself. I want to stay consistent more than I want to try to do a whole big bunch of stuff for 2 or 3 weeks and then burn out and then not want to do it anymore. So we're wanting to stay consistent for a long period of time. We're going to see what we can do with the channel. Oh man, Elemental, you go get some sleep, my man. You go get some sleep. Sleep is key. Sleep is number one. Anywho, so what we're going to be doing, and obviously tell me if my mic is bad, if my mic is high or low or anything like that. So we're going to have our Sunday videos. Then we're going to have our weekly live streams, which will usually maybe work toward or be our Sunday videos, just edited and things like that. Then we're going to have a new style of video. We're going to have a new style of video that I'm going to kind of make or kind of try to feel out. And it's going to be really nothing to do with Skyrim, but a lot to do with Skyrim at the same time. So at least once a week, I would like to record myself reading a chapter of the Bible, like start with Genesis 1, right? And then record myself reading that chapter of the Bible, then give my short thoughts, maybe a minute to 30 seconds to a minute, and then go on and upload that as its own video. In the background, obviously, we'll be playing Skyrim, or we'll be playing, we'll keep it to Skyrim, especially since this channel is all about Skyrim. We want to kind of be able to branch that gap, but the big focus of this channel, the big focus of being able to talk to you guys and pretty much at any point in time, I mean, Lord have mercy, this is our first stream back. We got 30 people in here. It's crazy the amount of reach that we have here on the channel, and I'm blessed for it. I don't think that this has been me at all. I don't think that this is just my skill or luck or whatever. I think this is designed. I think that God has given me this, and I believe that we need to spread the gospel with it as much as we possibly can. And if that's something you like, if that's something you're okay with, if that's something you're on the board about or on the fence about, well, then stay around. If you don't, I completely respect your opinion. I completely respect what you want, what you want to do, and that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, we're going to be spreading the gospel as much as we can here on the channel. Now, I do have to give credit where credit is due. The Amazing Spider-Man, great idea. Yeah, that is a great idea, but it wasn't my idea. It was a guy by the name of, let's see here. Let's see what his name is. I forget. I saw it. He did it with Minecraft, actually, so it is different. His name is Truthin Focus. TRUTHINFOCUS. Truth and Focus. It's one word. You can look up his format, and it's going to be very similar to that, but and those maybe even more than once or twice a week, maybe even 3 or 4 times a week, depending on how much time I get to actually devote to that. Man, Timo, I hope you enjoy them, man. I hope everybody enjoys them, and you know, even if they get 20, 30 views, doesn't matter to me. It's the fact of, and also you got to think about this also, when you're doing something like that, when you're doing something like sorry, one second, let me get my thoughts together. When you're doing something like doing an audio Bible like that, or something like that, or you know, recording your thoughts, or doing whatever you want in terms of recording something down, having something in writing, that becomes valuable over time. Like, I would love to have my papaw like reading the Bible to me again, like back in the day, or like, you know, or talking about some kind of lesson that he'd learned or something like that. So eventually, one day, hopefully, my kids will be able to go on YouTube when I'm gray and old, and they'll get on YouTube and be able to look up any chapter of the Bible, and not only get to hear Dad read it, but get to hear Dad tell his thoughts on it. That's crazy. That's awesome. That is a crazy awesome idea, and you know, I cannot give Truth and Focus enough credit for that. Hey Simon, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the donations, man. It's been awesome having you here. Feel free to stop by anytime. Now, I'll say this. You do not have to dono every single time, my friend. I don't expect it. Okay, so anyway, we've got like 4 or 5 chugs ready for you whenever we get. So, we got to decide what we're going to do today. I have been waffling on, been trying to get refamiliarizing myself with you guys and kind of, you know, talking about some things. So, we can either do a quest. We could do a quest. We could level up a skill. we could pick something mundane, so I can talk more. We can start a challenge run. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really want to run around as this guy anymore, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and dragon plate, dragon bone nail, gold. No, it's silver ring, ain't it? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Anyway, now that we're back here. Hey, Jake, could you tell me what build you're doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. So this build, we can do a build guide. This is actually good. I've got a build on deck right now that we've made. So this build, let's go to something transmundane, discerning the transmundane. Yeah, we do have to do that. That is a quest. That is a quest we have to do for the 100%. I want to do everything in Skyrim. So JKL the Great really is just my god character. He's a Nord. You can't really see it because of my cam, but he's just a Nord. He's my god character. He has a whole bunch of different affinities. Obviously, he's got all of the mage skills to 100. Speech, pickpocket, lockpicking. He's got a whole bunch of stuff to 100. You know, he's kind of just, you know, doing whatever. So I'll have to record the intro after the streams, because obviously that's just the way I'll have to write it out. So if we do discerning the transmundane, okay, so we can either do one of two things. We can do a build guide, or we can do discerning the transmundane. Whichever one you guys want. We have to do both of them. We're going to do both of them eventually, because I've got Build ideas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 build ideas in the tank right now, and I've got a whole bunch of quests that we've still got to do to 100% Skyrim. So we're gonna do both. Anyway, top build in the chat for build. Top quest in the B for build, Q for quest. Easy. B for build, Q for quest. B, build, quest, build. Okay, we're tied. Next one wins. Build. Timmy says build. Maybe we will have, okay, yeah, a lot more builds. So we'll get to the quests later on. We'll do the quests after a while. Take a trip to Hobbs Fall Cave. Okay. So we'll do a build real quick. It's going to be a super simple video, super easy video to do. So let's go on ahead. Actually, we've got to leave this guy. And we might even do the quest afterward. No, we want to go to the main menu. Okay. Before the events of Skyrim. Should I do it like a story? Before the events of Skyrim, there was one Nord who vowed to kill every dragon and dragon priest that was on the continent. His name, Jake Narak, the Dragon Slayer. And this is the build that he did it with. Oh, that's actually awesome that we're absorbing a dragon soul. I just ruined the cinematic moment, dude. I suck. Anyway, this is the build right here. This is an absolutely awesome build. So the basics of this build is a shield and sword. We're gonna go with with our weapons are going to be Dawnbreaker, which is burns for 10 points when killing an undead, a chance to cause a fiery explosion. And obviously dragon priests are undead. So then we're going to go to our apparel. We have our 100% fire resistance, obviously necessary. Our Hevnarak's noose that we've made blocks 45% more damage to your shield and increases magic resistance by 22%. Then we have Morokai's Pinky, which is a one-handed attacks do 45% more damage and increases frost resistance by 66%. We have Nokrin's Bane, which is our gauntlets. Then we have Block, does 45% more with our shield. One-handed attacks do 45% more damage. Then we have Otar, which is a mask that we pried off of a priest's cold dead body. His resistance to fire, frost, and shock. Then we have Spellbreaker, which is our shield. While blocking, creates a ward that protects against spells for up to 50 points. And obviously, when you're doing dragons, or when you're fighting dragons and or dragon priests, magic spells, magic resistance helps a lot. And then we have the Vokun Stompers, right? The increases shock resistance and increases frost resistance by 52%. So we've got a crazy amount of resistance on this guy. He's obviously level 93, which, I mean, I don't know how we're supposed to do these build videos. That's the thing. I don't really know what you guys would like to see with these, so feel free to comment down below if you want more story or if you want more examples of how good it is. Obviously we'll put that at the beginning of the video, of this video, but feel free to let me know what you would like to see in the next build videos. So let's go on ahead and see what our active effects are. And you can see, wait, rock joint, bone break, fever, oh no. We have a whole bunch of fortify blocking, fortify carry weight, fortify one-handed, fortify frost, 2 on frost, which is a 30% and a 50%, so we're 80%, you know. It's crazy the amount of resistances that we have. And then the Breton's magic resistance plus that Hevnarak's noose. It is crazy. Jake Narak the Breton. I need to... Here, we'll do this. Okay, we have, wait. And here we go with Jake Narak, the level 93 Breton. He is absolutely stacked out in a whole bunch of stuff, enchanting, smithing, obviously heavy armor and block utilizing his armor. And then we have our one-handed skill up to 100 as well. You don't really need anything else. I really just did sneak for the 100%, or not for the 100%, but for the levels up. So we go over here and then we get alchemy, obviously also. And then maybe even some destruction and restoration, just for that spell sword kind of aspect. But those are all the skills. Those are all of the what would you call it? All of the skill points, all of the armor, all of the gear to make this guy. This is the Dragon Slayer, the Dragon Priest Slayer, whatever you want to call. If you can make up any awesome story for this guy, feel free to put that in the Discord that we have. The link will be in the description below. Let's go kill us some dragons. Now watch, we won't be able to find any. But if we come right here, Skybjorn altar. What happened? Little Timmy, am I okay? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? What? I'm speaking. No video, Jake. Wait, no video? Well, that's odd. Did I just explain that entire thing with no video? Ah! Wait, could you see the actual... Oh, it was black. No. Anyway, legendary dragon. Come on, bub. Let's go, old son. Bro thinks he's good. Show me the power of a dragon. Oh wait, not from a range though. That's not fair. You're kidding. That stinks though. I need to know, okay. I mean, look at this guy. Legendary dragon. What a stinking joke. Wait. Oh no, we might be on. As I feared. We'll put her on expert. We'll tell the guys in the video that it was legendary. Come on, little boy. Whoa, chill. Notice his spells haven't done anything to us yet. And that's legendary wait, that's a lie. That was expert difficulty. Oh man. That's moments like that I wish that my face cam wasn't on here so that you guys could see. Ooh, Daedric arrows. So can you guys see right now? I got a question. Can you guys see right now? You can see my screen. Can you see my screen now? Okay, not face cam. I just had this on the screen. But could you see the screen the whole time? It wasn't black. You just couldn't see a face cam before, right? Or did the whole screen go black last time? For you, it's all black. Okay, all right, all right. So we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, so the screen was always fine. Okay, so I've got, okay, I would try turning, is it on your computer, Timmy? Refresh, try to refresh if it's on your computer. If it's not, okay, yeah, it is. Refresh, just try to refresh and it might work. If it doesn't, you might have to exit out and go back in after that and try it again. Anywho, so let's go kill some more guys. Let's go kill some more guys, and let's try to come up with some lore for this guy. I mean, think about it, dude. You gotta kill some legend. We gotta get on legendary here. Okay, where's Sheer Point? Right here? No. Where is Sheer Point? Sheer Point down here? I might be way off. I don't know. We'll go to Dragon's Tooth Crater. Why not? We'll try to get some footage for the intro here. And guys, obviously feel free if you guys do want to see or have a little more update oriented and know when I'm going live and different things like that, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description of the videos. I actually did not put it in this description because I didn't have time. Man, we just ain't doing enough damage, dude. Come on, buddy. Whoa. Yes, we are. Bruh, are you kidding me? Yeah, Jay, at the end of every stream, we do a little devotional out of the Bible. We kind of go through and talk about some verses, talk about a chapter maybe, or whatever it is, a teaching. All right, here we go. Go. I don't think I'm winning this fight. I really don't. I don't think we win here. But it's the build. It's the build. Hey, I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Whoa. I don't like the sound of that. This chair just popped. I don't know which one's the worst, but this one's giving me the business right now. So, anyways, while we're fighting this guy, apparently this is going to be the most drawn out battle I've ever had. But what we'll probably end up doing in videos wise, when the videos take a little longer, because obviously there's going to be videos where we're trying to do a challenge run of like beating Skyrim, doing something. Like I've got one beating Skyrim as Gordon Ramsay, inspired by a build that we did back in the day, or well, we did, Andrew did. Inspired by one of his builds, but There's obviously going to be times like that where we don't have enough time to do it in one stream. Obviously, I'm not going to sit down for 5 hours and do it in one setting, but I think bro was glitched there a little bit. Anyway, there is going to be things like that where we have to divide it up, and for times like that, I think these certain videos are going to do very well. I'm thinking about starting a regular old Skyrim Let's Play. What do you guys think about a Let's Play? Do you think it would do good, or do you think that we should, like, maybe starting in 2025 or something? I think that would be really, really cool. I mean, like an LP, like, I want to do, man, I want to have everything done on one file. I want to 100% Skyrim on one file. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that'd be so sick to have a guy where, like, the only 2 quests you have are the Radiant quests, and that's it. And man, we still gotta go get all of the different achievements. But I think I would want to do a modded Let's Play. Like, wait, I gotta be quiet. Nice. All right. So, anyways, this is the Dragon Slayer. What else could we include? What else could we include in a video about the Dragon Slayer? What could we include, I wonder? You guys think about what we could include. I'm going to turn my face cam on, and I'll be right back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Here, we could do this. TFC, toggle free camera on. So now we have this. Now we can go to, if I'm remembering these correctly, we'll go to that. And that should slow us down. Yes. Now we go here, toggle menu, enter, and there we go. Now we can do some real cinematic stuff. Yo, what's up, AJ? So that's how you kind of do some real cinematic stuff. We'll go ahead and leave our menu turned off. Now we can do this, I believe. It's just TFC space 1, enter, boom. Now we have this, which we can toggle menu off here, and we can get this shot here. Kinda sick. Cool shots, anyway. And maybe in the future we can do a Skyrim build more so dedicated to actually getting the armor and stuff. All right. I wonder how much actual video footage we just got. Probably not enough to actually make a video. It kind of stinks, but... Should we go do the Augma Infinium quest? Man, my thing's been off this whole time. Oh, my face. Thank you, citizen, for talking to me the way you're supposed to. I don't want any of that up. I want this up. Thank you, citizen. Okay. Now we can get out of here. That's Jake Narak. Probably won't honestly post that video. There's not really enough. Maybe I'll make my own. Maybe I'll record a video with him and use the footage from the stream or something to that effect. I don't know exactly what we'll be able to do with that. But let's go to Jake Kill the Adequate. Wait. Load him up. Solly. Okay, let me get my dog. Look, guys. Sully, come here. Come here, pup. Look. It's a dog. Oh, it's a dog. Look at him. He's huge. Say hi to him, Sully. Say hi to him. He's crazy. Absolutely wild. Go on, dude. Bro does not give a flip. Bro does not give a flip about nothing. Okay. Anywho. So. Let's go do a quest. Oh gosh. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's go do a quest. Now. I might just have to, honestly, might just record a video off camera. And we might just go do whatever now. Well, he's bigger than what, I guess. He's bigger than when we got him. He's not that big. But, anywho. Yeah, it moves on its own. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's awesome. Like, there's nobody here. Like, the camera is like this big. And it's on like a gimbal. And it just moves around whenever it like detects my face. And I can make it zoom like this. Wait. Do this. Come on. Come on, dude. It's not working. But anyway, it usually does that. So it usually like zooms big time. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. It literally was working a minute ago. So let's think up. Let's think up a anyway, which I only plan to go live for like an hour and a half tonight. Anywho, so do you guys have anything that you guys would like to see? I've been getting a lot of comments lately on a very specific thing. A lot of, like, not a lot of comments, but more than a few. When people suggest content to me, I usually like to get to it whenever I can, in terms of getting it worked into the schedule, getting it actually done. Anyway, I've been seeing a lot of people wanting a shout guides. Like, they want to know how to get each individual shout, all 3 words for every shout in the game. That would be a really cool idea. Obviously. Let's go. I wonder. I think it's right down here. Yeah, we'll just do this. One of the very first live streams that I ever did was when Skyrim Anniversary Edition came out. Back in 2021. I think it was November. And the whole stream almost. You can go back and watch it to this day, actually. To this day. Actually, yeah, I forget you actually. Okay, you actually have to have a fishing rod equipped. Okay, fishing rod. So now we get this. While fishing, press activate to reel in your line. Reeling when there's a strong pull in your line will do a catch. Okay. What? Reeled in my line too early. Favorite faction? Probably Dark Brotherhood. Oh wait, Stormcloak or Imperial. Is that what you mean? Whoa! Angler acquaintances. Added a salmon. Obviously, I know it's a salmon. I know it's a salmon. But I had one idea, because you can get loot from this, which I didn't have this idea. I've seen other people do it. I just want to do it myself because I think it'd be fun. Beating Skyrim with only fishing loot. And there's another off branch that we could do with that. And it is when you fish 1,000 times, we could write down every single thing that we get. I think that would be kind of cool just to sit and do a nonchalant, like just sitting and grinding something out like that. I think it'd be really fun. But who knows? That'd be a long stream series to sit here for 1,000 times. We've only done it twice so far. It's been a minute. Here we go. Oh, that's 2 pogfishes. Golly. Is there a mod to destroy the Thieves Guild? Dude, I think for this game, there's honestly a mod for everything. There is a mod for every single thing you can do in Skyrim. I mean, honestly. Ooh, a carp. That's kind of cool. That's not what I would think a carp would look like, but anyway. So while we're sitting here fishing, we can talk about different things that we're going to do here on the channel. Obviously, I've talked a lot about it already. There is a mod for that. There is a mod for that, literally. Do you not like using overhaul mods? Well, my thing is, I've not really found a way to mod. Like, I can't mod. Like, I don't know how to mod, like, Nexus and stuff like that. The only mods that I know how to use are the ones that you can use in the game. I don't know how to do, like, the script extender and stuff like that, like the file stuff. I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do it, I would obviously use mods all the time. But I never, ever, ever... it's just so deep. You know what I mean? Just want to say you're an awesome man. You always make my day, man. Irvin, I appreciate that, man. It's always nice to know you're doing something. You know what I mean? Monty's annoying. Yeah, that's the thing. If it was a little easier, maybe. And I've thought about having my buddy over to help me. I know Big Chungus, he was in here earlier. Oh, I lost my catch. Oh, okay. I guess you can. Yeah, the only real mods that I have are the Anniversary Edition. See, there's a steel sword. Boom, we have a weapon that we can use. In like if we were to do a challenge run with that, see how fast we could beat Skyrim. Try to do overhaul mod. Try to use a overhaul mod, and apparently it required like 40 plus other mods to work. Hey, Jake, was a great stream. Glass boots. Okay, that's crazy. Great stream. Gotta take some sleep. Take some time to get some sleep. Hey man, Timo, it was great having you here, man. I appreciate it. You catch some Z's, my friend. Okay, dude. I don't appreciate you standing there like that.
I've been hunting and fishing and it's not. Yeah.
I'm not talking to you, man. I'm trying to fish. Give me my tongs, man.
Yes.
Buddy, get out of my way. I don't want to talk to you. Mercy.
Yes. I've been hunting and fishing in these.
JK Skyrim. What's that? Is there a way that I can? Is there?
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Jake Skyrim doesn't require a rabbit hole of mods. I like them. Are you sure? I don't know. I'm not so sure that's what that means.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts.
Empty wine bottle. Empty wine bottle. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Perfection. Perfection. Okay, let's go. I don't really want to do the Augmentinium. Aussie Dolls boots. Yeah, technically could. Let's see here. I'd like to get a video recorded. I have to send it tomorrow. We could do a You Chose Wrong. No, I don't want to do a back-to-back You Chose Wrong because that was the title of the last video. I don't want to do back-to-back videos like that. I guess I'll just have to record a video on my own time. Golly, I am losing it. Okay, what time is it? Okay, 7:30. When does the football game start tonight? We got to know this stuff. $8:15. Okay. So we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna end the Skyrim section of tonight's video or tonight's stream. Wait. We'll go to desktop here. We'll go to just chatting here. Okay, now this is the ending of the stream, kind of. Now, what we usually like to do, I like to do a devotional, and this devotional usually ranges in different topics and things like that. When it comes to the faith, it comes to Christianity, in the Bible. So we want to take every single opportunity that we can to share the gospel, to advance the kingdom, and everything like that. And that's really the calling on my life. That's what I want to do with every passing minute. And the way that I kind of think about it, the way that I look at it, is like if you were to have the cure for a disease, you would want everyone to have the cure. You would want everyone to know that there is a cure, and you want everyone to have access to it. That's the same way that I see the gospel. That's the same way that I see God, especially in terms of Jesus Christ, only in terms of Jesus Christ, really, is salvation from death, from sin, things like that. And obviously, if you don't want to stick around for this, you don't have to, but it is really, I mean, I think it's very important. And obviously, I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it was important. So, and we can talk a little bit afterward. Also, I just kind of, it's hard to talk and stream and do the video and record and play the game. It's hard to play the game, and it's really a unique hard until you like try it and you're actually playing the game and trying to talk to stream and trying to record a video and trying to do all this. It's actually really, really hard. I'm an atheist, but I'll stick around. Hey man, you never know. You never know. I could either convince you one or two ways. I could solidify you in your current beliefs, or it could change you. Who knows? Anyways, the fact of the matter is, we are going to be reading. Where should we read tonight? I didn't have one planned. This was kind of off the cuff. I was gonna wait till next week to stream, but I really wanted to get back into it this week. So I really don't have a section, but let's read. Actually, I do know what I want to talk about today. I do know what I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about is God hearing us. Okay. Obviously, well, and this is going off of the presupposed position that God is real, that the Bible is the truth, and that we should live our lives according to it. And obviously, I recognize that not everybody believes the same way that I do. Not everybody thinks the same things that I do. But not anymore, sadly. Well, Target, if you don't mind sharing, man, I'd love to talk with you about it. But also, you really don't have to feel obligated to. But I'd love to talk to you about that sometime. And if you don't have Discord, download Discord, get on Discord, and DM me, and I'll try to get back to you. I do have a hard time getting back to people sometimes, but anyways. So when God hears us, right? I don't want you to think that when you pray, obviously when we pray, we're not asking for something in hopes or in knowing that it's going to happen, knowing that it will happen exactly the way that we want it to. Jesus does say that there's power in prayer. Jesus does say that ask anything that you want and it'll be given to you. Now, I think that there's obviously layers to that. There's levels to it that we have to peel back, that we have to understand. But one thing that I wanted to go to is Psalm 86. Psalm 86 is one of my favorite Psalms. I love 86. I love 51. Psalm 119 is the longest chapter in the Bible. It's one of the best chapters in the Bible, I think, in terms of taking things from it. But when we see in Matthew chapter 6, we see guys that are praying to be heard by the crowd. They're praying to be heard by people that basically makes them feel like they're better, makes them feel like they're more tuned in, keyed in with God, because they are out on the corner or out in the synagogue praying with and speaking and rambling and going on about God and about Jesus, or not about Jesus at this point in time, but it could be applied today that way. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus very clear. He says, these people that are making vain repetitions, they're just repeating themselves to hear themselves talk. They're doing this to be seen by men. They're not even really talking to God. They're really talking about God to men in their prayer. They don't have a specific idea. And you could extrapolate it to a whole nother level in that sense. But what Jesus is trying to say is, when we're praying, we pray to God. When we talk to God. We're not doing it to be seen by men. We're not doing it to be heard by men. We're doing it for the strict privilege and the honor that we have is to talk directly with God. And And I think David is probably the best person that represents this. I really do. I believe that. Because David, he's not like, he doesn't do the whole, God, thank you for today. I'm perfect. Whatever happens to me, it is great. And I am great. And it is great. And everything is great. And I love life. And I love everything. That's not David's prayer, right? That's not what he says. That's not what he does. It's not how he acts. It's not what he writes. So we see this in multiple of the Psalms, which this isn't David. 86 isn't David. It's just a psalm, which we could, obviously say that the psalmist in this situation. It actually does say a prayer of David, so I was wrong there. Don't clip it. It says a prayer of David. Anyway, let's go on ahead and read. I'm going to read the whole psalm uninterrupted, and hopefully maybe you guys will get something out of it. And did a lot of dumb things. He did. He owned up to his mistakes, and we'll see that he did own up to his mistakes, and he understands that God isn't a band-aid, and that it's just not going to be made better. And that the thing that I like about David the most is his honesty with God. Is like, man, I'm having a tough time. I'm struggling, God. I'm downcast. We'll hear that here. But he's talking about how it's tough on him. He's having a tough time. And we have tough times. Everybody has tough times. What book is about David? I'm going to read it before bed. There's not really a specific book. I would go to, is it First Kings? First Kings? No, it's First Samuel. Second Samuel and First Kings. Yeah, First Kings. Me and Janine, then we know. Anywho, let's read Psalm number 86. Bow down your ear, O Lord, hear me. And by the way, I am reading out of the New King James Version. For I am poor and needy. Preserve my life, for I am holy. You are my God. Save your servant who trusts in you. Be merciful to me, O Lord, for I cry to you all day long. Rejoice the soul of your servant. For to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. For you, Lord, are good and ready to forgive, and abundant in mercy to all those who call upon you. Give ear, O Lord, to my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplications. In the day of my trouble, I will call upon you, for you will answer me. Among the gods, there is none like you. God's little g. Pay attention to that. God's little g. Among the gods, there is none like you, O Lord, nor are there any works like your works. All nations whom you have made shall come and worship before you, O Lord, and shall glorify your name. For you are great and do wondrous things. You alone are God. Big G, capital G. Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. I will praise you, O Lord, my God, with all my heart. And I will glorify your name forevermore. For great is your mercy toward me, and you have delivered my soul from the depths of Sheol. Now, there is a note here on verse number 13 that we can go back to. Sheol is the abode of the dead, the place of the dead, the pit, hell, whatever you want to call it. That is what Sheol is. Anyway, we move on to verse 14. O God, the proud have risen against me, and the mob of violent men have sought my life, and have not set you before them. But you, O Lord, are a God full of compassion and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in mercy and truth. O turn to me and have mercy on me. Give your strength to your servant, and save the son of your maidservant. Show me a sign for good, that those who hate me may see it and be ashamed, because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Now, a great thing you can see at the tail end of that psalm is this. David is currently asking for help. He's currently asking that God would deliver him from this situation, that God would give him strength, that give him knowledge and courage, that he would be more inclined to lean on God, that he'd be more inclined to trust in God, right? And we see in verse 17 at the tail end of it, he says, because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me, in the past tense. So he's asking this. How is he asking it? He's asking it in the past tense. He's asking it as if it's already done, as if God's already helped him, as if God's already done what he's going to do, what he has to do, not what he has to do not what he has to do in terms of David forcing him to do something, but God's plan overarching, right? God has already done it. He's already helped. He's already made provision for David in that sense. Now, I want you to go to another verse in the New Testament in Hebrews chapter 11. Hebrews chapter 11. Now, and honestly, I'll be quite frankly honest with you guys. This is what I want to be doing. If there was a world where God would lead this to happen, or God would help this to happen, or whatever it was, I would love for this to be all we did. The whole content only about study, only about the Word of God, only about this. I do want to keep doing the Skyrim stuff simply because I think it helps reach people that don't get to see it. So we're in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 6. Verse number 6 of Hebrews and the 11th chapter. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. So who is David in Psalm 86? What's David praying for? He's faithful, obviously. We have faith. David has faith. You can see that at the tail end of verse 17 in Psalm 86. David has faith. David knows that it's already done. Let's read it one more time. Show me a sign for good, that those who hate me may see it and be ashamed. Because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Past tense, when he's asking for it. So we see here in verse number 6 of Hebrews chapter 11, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he who comes to God must believe that he is what? That he is God, that he is powerful, that he holds the weight, that he is in heaven, that he is exalted, right? That he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. He's a rewarder, right? He's not just sitting around, maybe he'll reward you, maybe he won't. He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Okay, I just thought it was very interesting, and I'm honestly probably going to be I am going to be preaching this Sunday night at my local church, but this specific verse, this specific idea that David is so honest. What's this stream about? Well, earlier we were playing Skyrim, and we were kind of, just getting back into the flow of the streams. But now we're doing our devotional buckets, where we go in and read maybe a chapter or a verse, or we just kind of talk about something to do with the faith in Jesus Christ. So you're welcome to stay around, buckets. Anywho, I just think it's a very interesting idea when you hear people preach sometimes. When you hear people pray, when you hear people preach, yes, I'm American. I live in Southeast America. I'm in the Southeast. Anyway, I feel like when you hear people preach, when you hear people pray, it's like a and I'm not saying we shouldn't thank God. We obviously should thank God for everything that we have, but it's more like we're just sitting there thanking him, trying to trick him into thinking that we despite all of our problems, we all have them, despite our problems, despite our failures, despite our shortcomings, our sadnesses, our trials, whatever it is, we try to convince God that we don't care about that we don't care about our problems, and that we just want whatever, we just it's okay. Well, no, that's not what David did, right? That's not what Jesus instructs us to do when he tells us how to pray in Matthew chapter 6. That's not what we see in Scripture, but we see a lot of churches, a lot of places nowadays doing that. Yes, it's an intimacy. Exactly, Quinn. It's an intimacy with Christ, with God, that he actually hears you, that he's actually talking with you, that he's actually there listening. It's not like I'm just praying to a God, a little g God. It's not like I'm just praying in this room, right? I'm not just sitting here at my desk praying to the wall, to the ceiling. It doesn't just hit the ceiling and bounce back down. It's not just a bunch of sound. God actually hears us. It's an intimate relationship. It's the same as if we were talking one-on-one, face-to-face. That is the same way that God listens to us. But I want to make note, who does he listen to? Well, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6 tells me that it's very clear who God listens to. He listens to the faithful. He rewards the faithful. He listens to people who know, who put that faith in him, right? Put that faith in him. That is what happens. That is what I believe at the core depth of it. I think that we've got to be honest. We've got to be open. Who is this? Anyway, sorry, got a phone call. Didn't know who it was from. Anywho, we've got to have intimacy with God. We've got to have an honest layer of just, truth. And that's not disrespect. That's not saying, God, why didn't you give me this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you help me with that? This is all your fault, God. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. We're not trying to be disrespectful. We're not trying to say, God, you messed it up, God. Oh, heavens no. We're not trying to say that. Obviously, God's not messed anything up. It's this fallen world that we live in. It's us that in the end are the problem. Okay? And I want you to know that, but God's not blind. God knows the problems that you have. We serve a Lord, we serve somebody, Jesus Christ, that knows our exact problems. Ladies and gentlemen, he knows. He was here. He suffered the same things that we suffer. We have a God that can sympathize with us. We have a God that wants to sympathize with us, that wants to help us, that wants to listen to our problems, wants to have us lay things down. Psalm 145, verse 15 and 16. I would love to go there. That's Proverbs. Okay. Let's see here. I think there's actually a desk mode that I can do this. This actually might be cool. Let's see here. Sitting. I know I can do this. Wait, no, I can't actually. Desk mode? Is there a desk mode? I thought there was. Whole body. Enable single tap tracking. I really thought that there was. I really thought that there was a way. Maybe not. Anyway, 145, 15, and 16. Psalm 145, 15, and 16. The eyes of all look expectantly to you, and you give them their food in due season. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. So this is talking to who here? This is a praise of David. And in this specific area, the Lord upholds all who fall and raises up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look expectantly to you. They expect it. And you give them their food in due season. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. The Lord is righteous in all his ways. gracious in all his works. The Lord is near to all who call upon him. Romans 10:1. Is that Romans 10:1? Is it? I believe it is. 10:13. Romans 10:13. Acts, Romans. This is more of a salvation. Yeah, for whoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. I mean, man, we can do this. I could go on a lot. I won't, but we could. And, the fact of the matter is we need to be reading the book. Okay, we need to be reading this book every chance that we get, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to read your Bibles. Don't forget to pray. It's the most important thing you could do is to come to know Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. I'm assuming if you're still here, you either have or maybe you're curious. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, feel free. I'm going to make some new channels in the Discord for this specifically, so we don't just have Skyrim channels. We'll actually have maybe a Q&A, maybe questions, maybe places you can come and ask questions about this, about Christianity, about the faith, because it's the most important thing we could talk about. I could sit and talk about Skyrim all day, but I'd really love to talk with you about Jesus. That is what this is all about. If I could get all 48,000 of you guys in here, I hope that eventually we can reach some huge numbers, and man, we can get some people in these Bible studies. Because the thing is, man, at the end of the day, if it ever happened, it'd be great. I would love to share the faith in gaming. That was the point, kind of, when I started, was to bring the gospel to people who maybe don't hear it. And you would be surprised the number of comments that I get. Whoa, man, never thought I would hear that at the end of your video, or never thought that I would, see a Bible study or whatever it is. It's just weird. It's different for people. It's different for some people. They don't even think about it sometimes. And it's hard for me. Sometimes I get on YouTube and I don't ever hear any mention of it unless I'm watching a video about Christianity. When I'm watching gaming stuff, golly, man, you never hear nothing. All you hear is inappropriate behavior, lewd talking and stuff like that. And you hear bad words and even jokes at God's expense, a whole bunch of stuff. So we want to be a safe haven almost for Christians, and maybe we'll start playing some other games and stuff like that. But for now, we're starting the Let's Play. We're getting back into the streams. We're getting back into the community posts. We're getting back into the weekly videos, which we've already been doing, but we're going to actually start recording new videos now for you guys. We're going to have new videos. We're going to have Let's Plays. We're going to do the Bible chapters. We'll call them. I'll have a name cooked up for them. Anyways, I have played Fallout 4. It's never been on the channel, but I might do that eventually. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day. It's been a great stream back. Thank you for your time. I'll see you after